This video is made possible by our loyal Patreon supporters. Visit patreon.com/PsycheTruth.
Hello and welcome to Manifesting Wellness with Nicole. I'm Nicole and I am so glad that you're here with us today. Go ahead and find a comfortable spot and we are going to get into our massage. So I have the lovely Miss Jessica with me today, and we are going to massage the abdominal area. Just gonna warm up this oil and lotion combo so it's a little warmer for application. And maybe you can find some headphones to put in, or you can find a quiet space that you have all to yourself. And just create a sacred moment for this time. A sacred moment in your day just for you. This is a space for you to honor yourself. This is a space for you to learn and to grow. This is a space for you to tune in to yourself, to your inner knowing. To tune in to what it is that you need. Maybe you need more moments of peace and calm and serenity. Maybe you need a little more intention with your breathing. Maybe you need to slow down. Or to shift your perspective on some things. Take a few moments to think about your life. And this reality that you have manifested. And you can remember things that have happened in your past because that is a part of your story. But be mindful not to dwell. We often get caught up in longing for the past. We often get caught up in regret from choices that we made, the way things unfolded. But I encourage you just to take note of past experiences and notice a common theme. And really turn your attention to your current reality. What does your life look like right now? What does it feel like? And are you happy? Notice any emotions that came up when I asked that last question. Are you happy? For some people, the response may be complicated. For others, maybe it's an easy and resounding yes. And for some, maybe it brings an overwhelming sensation of sadness, disappointment. There's no right or wrong answer. Just simply observe your reality, observe your life and your self, your being. And ask, am I happy? I used to think that happiness was a destination. That once you had the relationship or the marriage, once you lost the 15 pounds, once you made that certain amount of money, then that was it. Then you found happiness. And I think that's a pretty common misbelief. That once some outside circumstance changes, that's when you'll feel happy. That's when you'll get there. But unfortunately and fortunately, that's not the case. The reality is that happiness is a choice. Now, for someone who may be feeling a lack of joy, who may have answered, no, I'm not happy, or that's a complicated answer, it may feel challenging or difficult to accept that happiness could be as simple as making the choice. But I am telling you, you are so powerful and you get to choose happiness. You may think with your ego brain, with your logic, that because how life has turned out for you, because of other people, because of circumstances, that you don't get to be happy, that you have to suffer the consequences of your choices, or you won't be able to escape certain toxic relationships, or that there's no way out of your current situation, and because of this, you just don't get to be happy. Or maybe you're waiting for someone to come and save you, to give you all the answers, to pull you out of the muck. But I am here to shine some light on the truth that is inside of you. And that is, you get to choose happiness any time you like. Now you may be wondering, okay, I get to choose, but how? It sounds simple, but it doesn't feel easy. And if you're just new and starting out with this concept, it most likely won't be that easy at first. Just like anything that we are starting for the first time, that we have little experience in or knowledge of, it will take some grace, some learning, some willingness to step out of your comfort zone, some open-mindedness, but you absolutely can create a happy life for yourself by choosing joy, choosing happiness anytime that you can. There are a few tools that I'm going to share with you for creating a happier life. And when it comes down to it, happiness is deciding to be happy no matter what the circumstances. You can find those special moments where you're having fun with your friends, or you're sharing a bonding time with a loved one. Maybe you're cuddling with your favorite pet, enjoying a delicious meal, or dancing to your favorite song. Those are all incredible moments where you likely feel happiness naturally. And really embrace those moments. Really get everything that you can out of those special times in your life and create them as often as possible. And just for the sake of starting in a space that you're likely comfortable with and making this transition easy for you, I recommend that you start here. You can make a list of everything you can think of that brings you joy and that makes you feel happy. Anything that makes you laugh and smile and feel loved. Write that down, whatever it is. And as often as you can, every single day, find ways to experience those things. Maybe it's having a phone call with your favorite relative. Or taking a walk with your dog. Maybe it's doing something creative that you're naturally talented at. It truly doesn't matter what it is. Whatever makes you feel happy, write it down and incorporate it every single day. And now we're going to talk about choosing happiness. As you go about your day, maybe it's feeling mundane and you're going through the motions. And whenever you can, think about something that makes you happy. Maybe it's a fun time you had at a theme park. Or maybe it's the flowers that you got on your birthday. Or maybe it's the first date you had with your spouse. Anytime that it comes to mind, just reflect on anything that makes you smile. And if you find yourself getting swept away in the day and realizing at the end of the day that you spent no time focusing on these things, maybe you can set reminders on your phone. Get really intentional with thinking these thoughts of joy. And practice gratitude. Gratitude is one of the highest frequencies you can reach in your energy, one of the highest vibrational feelings. And it's right up there with happiness. A gratitude practice that I love to use is to pick one thing that you're grateful for. This could be your job, this could be a new pair of shoes, this could be an experience that you had 5 years ago. It truly doesn't matter. Just find something in your life that you are so grateful for. And I'd like you to close your eyes for a moment and reflect on the time right before you had that thing. And remember what that felt like. Just to long for it and to dream about it. Remember how you talked about it nonstop to anyone who would listen. Think back on how you would look up this thing online. You would do your research. Maybe you even had a vision board. And remember what it felt like to want that thing. And then fast forward in time, right to the moment where it came into your life. Right to that moment when your partner asked you on a date. Right to that moment where you bought those Disneyland tickets. Or they offered you the job. And let that feeling wash over you. Such an incredible thing to experience. And that feeling that you experience in this moment, that is a high vibrational feeling. And the more time that you spend in high vibes, in good feelings, the more you will attract back to yourself. The more experiences and people and things you will manifest into your life that match those high vibes. And that's the trick, that's the key here. Is getting into that feel-good space in order to attract more things that feel good. Many of us think that it's the opposite, that our outside circumstances have to change first, that our happiness is reliant on the choices of others. But that's simply not true. When you choose those happy feelings first, then you attract more things to feel happy about. I hope that resonates with you and makes sense for you. And there's one area I'd like to touch on, And this is choosing happiness no matter what the circumstances are. In life, no thing has meaning or significance other than what we give to it. So based on your beliefs about something, your core beliefs, based on your personal experience and stories, based on what beliefs you've picked up from people around you, any circumstance could make you happy or feel upset, depending on your perception. So when you realize that things that are upsetting you, it's only upsetting you because of what you believe, because of your own opinion. You become aware that you are giving that thing power. You are giving that thing that the person said to you, or that flat tire, or whatever you're going through, by giving it a negative meaning and letting that negativity wash over you, you are giving that insignificant thing or event or experience power over you. And in order to take that power back and to really step into your joy and your freedom and your happiness, I encourage you to start looking at experiences through a different lens. And you can start by simply observing things that happen and take away any negative connotation it might have. Say you get a flat tire and you're upset because you're running late to a meeting, and you think the universe is out to get you, and you have the worst luck, and it figures it would happen this week, and we can really spiral out of control. But instead, simply observe what happened as a thing that happened. This car got a flat tire. That's all that happened. And it doesn't have to have a meaning about your life or how lucky or unlucky you are. When you take away the emotional significance, you take away the power it holds over you. And if you want to take that a step further, maybe give it a positive meaning. This will take a little practice, but maybe that meeting was never meant to happen. Maybe you've been so busy that you haven't taken any time just to sit and meditate. And as you wait for the tow truck, maybe that's what you can do. Maybe this is an opportunity to just enjoy your coffee in silence, or to make a phone call that you've been putting off. If you assume the best out of every situation, then not only will your attitude and feelings toward that situation change into a more positive perspective, but more than likely, you will manifest something positive out of that experience. And that is power. Take a deep breath and just let this soak in. Acknowledge the power within you to create your own happiness. The more often you practice these things, the happier of a life you will create. hope you are feeling empowered and inspired. And if you absolutely love these videos, I would love to see you on our Patreon page. We have so much more incredible content for you. And I would love to have you as one of our patrons, just like these three: Garrett Caldwell, Anai Belen, and Evan Ward. 3 of our fabulous patrons that we are so grateful for. Let's take one last deep breath and release. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are ready to step into your happiness, to own your power, and to make the choice to live a happy and fulfilling life. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a beautiful day.